Familia. Welcome to today's May full moon workshop. And this one's a very special one because we are having a second full moon in a month. And this one is called the blue moon. And I believe it's in Sagittarius. I won't go down too much on all of that details because I don't know that, but just wanted to share that. Um, Let us get grounded and yeah. So let me give you a quick recap of what to expect today. First, I'll do the welcome, then we'll get grounded, and then that's when we'll pull in the tarot cards and do the channeled messages. We will be doing three sections. So first we'll do in the call in the energy of this full moon, then what we're being asked to release, then tools to help you on that release, and then the good chisme from Gus. Then I will be putting up the reflection prompts while we write our petition down. I do have the candle for the collective. If you have your own, you're more than welcome to light it while we light ours. Then while that is lighting, I will walk you through a mini meditation to really get all of the information that I will be bringing down to integrate into your body, into your subconscious and your consciousness. After that, we'll be done, and then I'll be making any announcements for those of you who want to hang out afterwards. Quick reminder and guidelines. The chat is open, so if you would like to put in a chat, even if you're not catching this live and you're catching this afterwards and the replay, you can more than welcome to put a comment down. I will respond as soon as I get a chance. Other quick housekeeping notes. Again, the best way to help me grow on this YouTube channel is by you liking and subscribing. So be sure to like and be sure to subscribe, leave a little comment. The more that is put into the channel, the more it helps my algorithm. So there's my little chant. All right, so that's enough. Let me do the welcome and then get grounded and then we'll start. Ready, familia? Okay. So, hola, my name is Comadre Cristal. I am your favorite spiritual mentor, bruja coach. And if it's your first time seeing me, welcome. This is Love Your Now Comadre, a space built on community, self-care, self-love, and really being able to help you stay in alignment and stay on the path that is for your highest good. And today we'll be doing the full moon workshop. And this full moon workshop really is a ritual workshop that's created to release, to help hand over whatever burden, whatever situation, whatever person, whatever thing you are feeling called to use this energy for. Now, the way I do it with the tarot cards and the channeled messages is sometimes we don't know what we need to release. Sometimes we just feel so overwhelmed. And so I bring in Gus, God, Universe, Spirit, to really help us in what direction, what do we need to release? What's going on? So that's the channeled messages. So as always, because this is a collective, take what you like and leave the rest. Some messages are not for everyone. And I'll be specific too. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is specific. This is general, but we go through that. Okay. So that's my little welcome spiel. Let us get grounded. My favorite method is the 3, 3, and 3. That is when you hold for 3 seconds, or you inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, and release for 3 seconds. I will walk you through it so you don't have to worry about counting. Eyes open, closed, that doesn't matter. What I do want you to do is be very intentional in how you breathe. So when you inhale through your nose, when you're inhaling, I want you to imagine that you're breathing in love, light, positivity, anything and everything that you want to hear and need to hear. And then when you're holding it, I want you to imagine that all of that energy you just inhaled is traveling from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, tips of your fingers, and it's just going all over the place. And then when you exhale through your mouth, I then want you to imagine that you're releasing and letting go of all of the junk, all of the gunk, all of anything that's holding you down, holding you back, and you release that through your breath. So we'll do that 3 times. Again, I will walk you through it. Your eyes don't matter. I just need you to breathe. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold and release. Let it all go. Another big breath all the way in. Hold and release. Last one, make it count the biggest breath you've taken all the way in. Hold on top and release. Let it all go. Just breathe at your normal pace. Be here now in this moment. As you sit here, I'm going to call upon our highest power, call upon the highest energy of the highest good for the collective, for La Familia. We call in all of the positivity, all of what we need to hear, want to hear. We call in the energy of the moon, this beautiful blue moon that we have today. I call in the energy of Mother Earth. She's coming in right now, too. I love that. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So let's see what's going on right now, Spirit. What is the current energy? Okay. So some of the energy I'm feeling right now, this is so that remember, familia, this is your energy check. So this is the part where if it resonates, your message is here. If it doesn't, that's okay. You're more than welcome to stay, but you're also more than welcome to find the energies that feel right to you. So this full moon. Okay. The energy I'm feeling right now for the collective really, I'm feeling has a lot to do with making changes in regards to how you define your relationships. But this isn't just romantic relationships, familia. I'm hearing relationships with everyone. One, the relationship with yourself, the relationship you have with your coworkers, the relationship you have with your intimate partner, the relationship you have with your children, the relationship you have with your neighbors, the relationship you have with your ex, the relationship you have with friends, with your family. It's like, think of all of the relationships you have in your life. And in this full moon, the energy I'm really feeling is really pushing us into these relationships because it's again, it's a time for reevaluation. It's a time for you to really look at the relationships that are harming you, the relationships that are helping you, the relationships that are keeping you stagnant. Um, Ooh, spirit. The relationships that feel like they're more of an addiction rather than an actual um healthy relationship. I'm hearing okay. This is really specifically towards the addiction to controlling your relationships, that addiction to you want it, you you have your mindset on how your relationship needs to look like, your relationship with your loved ones, your relationship with your with colleagues, the relationship with acquaintances, relationship with intimate partners, relationship with business partners. You get my drift. Here we are talking about relationships, and so many of you are set in it has to be this way. And the problem is that sometimes that's not the best way. Um, and spirit is really coming in saying like this full moon is also like reminding you you're magical. And so some of these relationships that you know are not the the ones for you, I'm hearing. The real it's not really for you. It's not really happening for you. This is the relationships that this full moon is really showing us like well, what are we doing? What are we going to do differently? How can we rearrange it? How can we make it more magical? Or how can we slowly start setting different set of boundaries? Especially and I'm hearing especially for these relationships that many of you feel that addiction with, like the dopamine hits. It's almost like you know that this isn't the best relationship, but there's that fear of rejection, there's that fear of abandonment, there's that fear of, well, if I don't stick it through with this collaboration or this partnership, um no one's gonna love me, no one's gonna want to be with me, no one's gonna want to take me serious. And so I'm really hearing that a lot of this this full moon is really showing this a lot to many of La Familia. So, so familia, if you're here and this is resonating with where you're at currently, welcome again, familia. For those of you who don't, you're more than welcome to stay. You still might have a message here, but this is really what I'm hearing. So if you want to work on your relationships with this full moon, stay because that's what we're going to be talking about. So, Spirit, thank you, thank you. What are we being asked to release? So, if that's the current energy with this full moon, what is it that we're being asked to release? Like what exactly is it? Because here's the thing, familia. I'm not hearing that spirit wants you to release the relationships. It's again, it's like there's you have to release something internal in order for you then to realize what's the best direction to take with the relationship. Because here's the thing, I'm just hearing that many of you, when you hear, oh, this relationship's not working out, you immediately go into cut out mode. Like you're just like, nope, gotta cut them off. I gotta get them out of my life. They're not healthy, or they're not healthy for me. But that's not what spirit is saying. What spirit is saying, hey, how about we look in the mirror and also take a look at what do you need to release about yourself in order for this relationship to improve, or for it to slowly end in its own course, or for it to be less painful. This is about you, familia. This isn't about the relationships we're talking about. This is about you. And one of the things that spirit is really asking you to release comes out as the Five of Pentacles with the World underneath the deck. So this is an interesting card that's coming up, because what the Five of Pentacles is really showing is it's almost like, for those of you who are wanting to, okay, there's two separate parts here. I'm hearing people who want to develop, create, build new relationships, new types of friendships, new types of romantic relationships, new types, or redefine your relationship with your family, with your children, with your spouse, with your parents, with your siblings. Um, so this is one side I'm hearing. You got to let go of the past. And I am not saying let go of the past like it's if it never happened. What I am saying is, sometimes when you are going to forgive someone, if you have forgiven someone, that also includes, you also kind of have to release the past. And it's funny because I'm avoiding the word letting go, because this isn't about letting go of the past. This is about releasing. And I love the fact that this is the full moon and that's what we're talking about. It's like we want to be intentional with this full moon. It's asking us, what past version of yourself, what past hurt, what past pain do you want to use me for to release? That's what the full moon is really saying. Like, hey, I'm here to help you release something. And if you want to start the next chapter, especially because again, this moon I said it in the beginning, this moon is very powerful and beautiful because it's the first, it's like a second full moon in the month. And it doesn't happen very often. So I'm really hearing like the Gus is saying, hey, this full moon is a gift, and it's a gift for you to rebuild your relationships. So can you let go of the hurt that this relationship has caused for you in the past? Now, for La Familia who wants to find a new relationship, not necessarily rebuild from what you have, but kind of like you want to find new friendships, you want to find new romantic partners, you want to find new collaborations, new business partnerships, new partnerships in general. You also have to let go of the hurt that's happened in the past, because it's I'm hearing there's a lot of self-sabotaging behaviors that tend to come out. It's almost like that feeling of, well, it happened to me in the past, so I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'm going to be okay again. I don't know if I don't want to get hurt, is what I'm hearing right now. It's like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. So it's safer for you to to window shop, is what I'm hearing. It's like you'd rather just sit and watch versus put yourself out there. But spirit is saying, that's not going to get you anywhere. Like you sitting there and watching the world pass you by isn't going to help. It's not giving you the world. In order, again, if you want to have the world, if you want to have everything, it's not everything come together, but it's almost like that feeling of if you want to see what's at the end of the rainbow, you gotta start one, letting go of your past, letting go of the releasing. I'm gonna start. I really do want to say release more than letting go. Release the past, release the pain, release the hurt, and trust that once we release that, it's gonna leave room for something different, something new. And that's really what I'm hearing with this full moon. It's telling us you're being asked to release the turmoil, you're being asked to release the pain, you're being told to release the memories. Again, you cannot move forward if you're stuck in the past. And many of you are still stuck in this past. And so that's why it's tough, it's hard. Um, the words that's also coming up is forgive and forget. And sometimes I understand, familia. It's so much easier to it's so much easier to hold on to the resentment, hold on to the anger, hold on to the pain. But I'm going to tell you this lovingly, what are you gaining from it? You're not gaining anything. When you hold on to that, you're not gaining anything, but you're stressing yourself out, hurting yourself, if anything. That's what you're gaining. And Gus is like, no, can't let's use this full moon to really release this and really redefine what it means to have healthy relationships, healthy partnerships, healthy collaborations, healthy and how can you be healthy in the middle of all that as well, is what I'm hearing. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So okay, so Spirit, if we're being asked to release the turmoil, the past, the pain, the fear, what are the tools that can help us? Because right, familia, easier said than done, huh? So Spirit, what tools can help La Familia release this? What tools can they lean on? Okay. We have the Ace of Cups with the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands underneath the deck. Oh, I love this because this is like, oh, so relationships. I mean, Ace of Cups is new beginnings, new relationships, new babies for those of you. I don't know why baby came through. Because actually there's some in the familia who's entering parenting. This is a new it's a new chapters in parenting, not just necessarily new babies, but I'm also hearing new mm, there's an evolution happening in many family dynamics. And this also means you have to change with it. Um, yeah, yeah, there's a lot of newness. And so how is this a tool that can help? What I'm hearing is it's oh spirit, what is it? Okay. So yeah, it's the tool that can help with this, with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands, these new relationships, one of the best tools and one of the best pieces of advice that can be given here, it's you have to find that balance and that harmony. Because the Four of Wands is also about celebration and joy and happiness. However, it at the core, it really is about harmony, and it really is about being harmonious across all of the field and really celebrating more, having more joy. Again, it's almost like whatever you decide in your relationships, if you decide to expand, if you decide to redefine, if you decide to cut out, the core has to be you finding your harmony and you finding your joy and you finding your celebration. Like, and that's really going to help with a lot of this new opportunities, because when we release the hurt, the pain, we're going to open up for new possibilities, but we want to set the intention of new positive opportunities, new positive beings that come into our lives and really help us expand. And with the Eight of Wands, then you have to take the direct action. This is where, familia, you also then have to put yourselves out there. If you want to redefine your relationships, you got to do the work. It's not just, it's so funny. I always say this to everyone. It's not just doing your moon ritual and then saying, okay, I did it, it's going to happen. Then you also have to take direct action. And that's what the Eight of Wands underneath that deck is really showing. It's like if these relationships are going to develop for you, these new collaborations, new partnerships, uh the harmony has to be found, but you also have got to do the work. No one's going to change. So that's another message that's coming through right now. For many of you who want to redefine your relationships, I'm hearing, well, I want my partner to change. I want my spouse to change, I want I want this business partner to change. I want them. They are the problem. That's not the case. I mean, not necessarily calling you out and saying that you're the problem, but like I said earlier, you got to look in that mirror. You've contributed to it as well, and that's what the Eight of Wands is really showing. It's like, how can you move forward in that direction and you make the changes you also need to make? How can you make the changes in the relationship so you can see it flourish and blossom in the way you want it to flourish and blossom? Because I know it's exhausting. I know it's tiresome. I know that I'm hearing right now for many of you, a lot of your relationships have hurt you. People in your past have hurt you. I mean, right? Childhood trauma. I just heard like, yeah, everyone hurt me. There's just so much hurt there. And I validate that and I understand and I hear you. The thing is, familia, in order for you to build new relationships, you really do you gotta release that hurt and pain and be open to new possibilities. And then you also have to be open that you gotta do the work towards it. You gotta put that effort. You gotta move forward. Um, it's funny because I just heard say yes. I don't know to what. I just literally spirit was just like, say yes. Say yes. That's your answer. If some of you have been asking, the answer is yes. I don't know to what, but yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Um, thank you, Spirit. Anything else? No. No. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So let's close this out with the chisme. What is the chisme, familia, that the familia needs to hear, Spirit? What is the chisme that the familia needs to hear? Gus, what is the chisme? Oh, the Chariot with the Knight of Cups underneath the deck. Guys, I love the Knight of Cups. And the Chariot, like, come on, like those are two beautiful cards, especially the Chariot, because the Chariot. I mean, here's your chisme, familia. You You're moving ahead. You are moving ahead. You are charging ahead. You are making the changes. And the beauty is that you're doing it for your future, for yourselves. And that's the best way to put it. The Knight of Cups underneath the deck is just reminding you that you don't have to do it all alone. The Knight of Cups is also saying, and be open to receive, because there is the universe, Gus, is willing and so excited to just give you what you're asking for. The thing is that you got to be the one in charge. You got to be the one that takes the lead. You got to be the one who is walking your elephants. It's so funny because I'm hearing like for many of you in your lives, you have elephants in the room. Like, you know the term like, oh, there's an elephant in the room. You all know. You know your I like to call them character defaults, meaning like your default character, like the things that you lean on by automatically because of your coping skills that you've learned through life, your traumas that you've picked up on life. Like it puts you into your character defaults. And there's nothing wrong with it because again, there is no such thing as no one having any defaults and no everyone being perfect. No, that's impossible. But the Chariot is showing here and your chisme from Gus, it's be aware of your shit, be aware of your contribution, and then charge forward and move forward with knowing that I just heard all is forgiven, or hearing like there again, all is forgiven, and it's like if you've been wanting to say, oh, okay, I'm hearing, thank you, Spirit. This is what I'm hearing for someone in particular, a message here. You have been waiting for someone to say, here's your clean slate. It's okay. This, I'm saying it now. Here's your clean slate. Go for it. That relationship you're aiming for, that friendship you're aiming for, that collaboration you're aiming for, uh it's a clean slate. It's a clean slate. The best way to make it a clean slate though is again being aware of what you do to contribute to relationships, good, bad, and ugly, and move forward, taking the direct actions, taking the direct steps that you need to take, all while also accepting the love that's being sent your way and poured towards you from your higher power. That's like Spirit's there. Gus is there, familia. Gus is there for you. Now, I'm hearing that for many of you, this is the challenge, is how can I do that when Gus, it's if the relationship with Gus is not there, it makes it a little harder. Because if there is no relationship, again, actually, thank you, Spirit. For many of you, the relationship that you do want to call in with this full moon and really being able to release is deepening your relationship with your higher power. Yeah, that is the number one relationship I want all of you to be focusing on, actually, is your higher power, your relationship with the divine source, the relationship with your divine source, not with what you grew up with, not with what you see on mainstream media, not with what you see from other influencers, people you look up to, other tarot readers. Like, this is about your path. This is about your relationships. And Spirit is saying, I'm here. I'm here to give you everything. You just got to start being open for it. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? No. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. There's your chisme, there's everything, familia, that we spoke into. Let me um pull up the reflection prompts, and then while you're looking at the reflection prompts, I will also be writing our intention on our paper that we will be burning and releasing at the end of the meditation. And we're also going to set the intention on our candle. Um, Actually, you know what? Spirit is saying to let's set the intention now while we get that going. Okay, so um left hand, candle over your left hand, right hand over your candle. And while you have this, I want you to again to breathe, inhale, you can hold and you can release slowly. But while you're doing all of this, and I'll walk you through it, I want you to start setting the intention with your candle, what it is that you want this candle to light the path for. And because this is a full moon, we're going to do a lot of releasing. Full moon is for release. We're not manifesting, familia. We're going to be releasing in order to manifest for the next new moon. So releasing. And so we're going to set the intention. Whatever you can set intention for your own personal candle, I will be setting the intention for the familia, the collective. And we're setting the intention of releasing the relationships, releasing the past, releasing our fears, releasing our anxieties, releasing the turmoils of our lives, and just really being able to release that so then for the new cycle, we can start bringing in new relationships, new collaborations, healthier ones on top of that. It's not just new. We want new ones that are healthy. Blessed be. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So let me share my screen so then that way you all can see the journal prompts. And then while you're doing that, prompts are: what has reached its limit and is ready to be released? What truth have I been avoiding that this full moon is illuminating? What am I ready to forgive, soften, or hand over? Again, these are just your journaling prompts. These are something that you can keep in mind while we meditate. This is something you can journal about after we're done. Whatever you feel you want to use this journaling prompts for. I will be writing our petition under this full moon. We set the intention of releasing the turmoil, hurt, pain, turmoil, hurt, pain, fear, and anxieties of the past in order to welcome new, healthy relationships. Blessedly. Blessed be. Okay. And remember, familia, actually, I'm not gonna fold it, but if you wanna fold your petition, releasing, we fold it away from us. We do not fold it towards us. I'll put it under the candle. Here's, and then I'm gonna move, while I do this, actually, I'm gonna move the, I am drawing a blank on what I'm doing right now. Oh, oh, okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna move my camera over. Okay, let's see. Perfect. And then I'm gonna stop sharing so that way we can start our meditation and we can begin. Okay. There is our candle with our petition underneath. And let's get comfortable and let us begin, familia. So go ahead, get comfortable. We'll start our meditation. When you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in, all the way in. Hold and release. Let it all go. Another big inhale, all the way in. Hold and release. Let it all go. Last one, make it count the biggest breath you've taken all the way in. Hold on top. Hold. Hold. And release. Let it all go. Drop your shoulders. Come into your body. Find your center. I want you to just imagine that right in front of you is your beautiful bonfire. This is your source. This is your connection to the divine. This is your connection to your energy. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And I also want you to imagine that right above your bonfire is the full moon in its glory, full and illuminating, bright, just all of her beautiful energy right above your bonfire. Breathe in and out. I want you to now imagine that from your beautiful bonfire, we're going to connect with it using our five senses. These are your five senses. Remember, and there's no right or wrong. So use your imagination. We're going to connect by seeing our sights. What do we see around us in our bonfire? What does your flame look like? What are the colors? What are the flames doing? How are they dancing? Breathe in and out. I'm also sending you some energy right now. So just imagine your bonfire, what you're seeing. I want you to bring your awareness to the smell. Inhale deeply through your nose and just imagine the smells that are coming from your bonfire. It could smell exactly like a fire burning, or it could just be smells or senses that you enjoy that bring you peace, bring you serenity. Breathe in and out. Bring your awareness to the listening. Take a moment and listen to your bonfire. What do you hear? Breathe in and out. Bring your awareness to the touch. If you could touch your bonfire, you could feel it around you. What does that feel like? Breathe in and out. Last is the taste. If you could imagine what your bonfire would taste like, or even taste the air around you. What are the flavors that bring you peace, bring you joy, bring you serenity? Breathe in and out. I want you to now imagine that from your beautiful bonfire comes out your inner butterfly. This is the butterfly that is your guide. It's your connection to your bonfire. It's the one that guides you and protects you and leads you on your path. Breathe in and out. And this butterfly is flying towards you, and you see it right behind it, a trail of white light. And it starts to circle around you, going around and around and around in circles around you, wrapping you up in a cocoon of protection around you, going around and stopping in the top of your head. And the moment it lands on your head, going down, leaving shimmering protection, going down your head, your face, your neck, down your shoulders, down your arms, your hands, down your back, down your chest, down your stomach, down your hips, your thighs, your legs, your feet, and going down further, down to the roots, past the dirt, past the stone, down, down to the roots of Mother Earth. You're connected above and below. You are safe in your cocoon of protection. Take a moment and just be here. And I want you to just take a moment and set the intention of what you want to release while you're in your cocoon, connected to the full moon with your bonfire and your butterfly. What is it that you want to use this full moon for? What are you still holding on? What has reached its limit and is being ready to be released? What truth have I been avoiding that is full, that this full moon is illuminating? What am I ready to forgive, soften, or hand over? What turmoils, what pains, what pasts, fears, anxieties are you ready to release and hand over under this full moon? So I want you to imagine that as you have these thoughts, as you have the situations, the stories, the people, whatever comes up, the moment you do, the butterfly just sucks it out from your head, just sucks it up right from your head into the butterfly, takes all of this negativity, takes all of these turmoils, takes all of your pain, takes all of your fear, all of your hurt, all of your anxiety. You can hand over a person. You can hand over more than one person. You can hand over situations. Remember, familia, there's no right or wrong. This is between you, your bonfire, and your inner butterfly. Breathe in and out. I want you to now imagine that your butterfly is going back into the bonfire, taking all of what you just gave it back into the bonfire to transmute it into love. As you watch your butterfly fly away, I want you to just sit with feeling of the liberation, the weight being taken off your shoulders. Breathe in and out. You feel lighter. You feel free. You feel liberated. Now I want you to imagine that from this beautiful bonfire of yours comes out your higher self, your inner comadre, compadre, or comextre. This is your highest version of yourself, the most aligned version of yourself, your direct connection to your divine source. And as they walk towards you, I want you to connect with them. Watch all of the details, what you're wearing, how you are walking, all of the details. Breathe in and out. And as they walk towards you, receive a big hug from them, full of love, full of harmony, full of balance, full of all of the things you need in order to make your relationships healthy, especially the new ones that are going to come into your life. This is also your moment to receive any messages from your higher power or your higher self. So take a moment. What do you receive? What do you need? Breathe in and out. Remember, there's no right or wrong to this. Just keep your thoughts in the moment. It's time for your higher self to start going back into the bonfire. As they go, sit with gratitude. Let that gratitude vibrate through your body. Feel the gratitude growing and growing and growing. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. It's time to start putting your bonfire away. There's no right or wrong to this. You can come back to it anytime you'd like. Your bonfire is always here for you. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, all the way in and release. Let it all go. Come back to your body. Come back to your moment. Move your toes, wiggle your fingers. If you haven't opened your eyes already, you can do so. And welcome back, familia. For those of you who have your petition, you can go ahead and burn it already. I think I'm going to set it up, burn it, but I'm also gonna, nope, I know what I'm doing. I am bringing this back over here to light it, and then you guys can see it burn as well. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here's your petition. All right. That was a good burn. Oh, look at it go. All right, familia. It burned through all the way through. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. Okay. I will leave the candle burning at my altar. So it will burn all the way through. For those of you who have your own candle, you can let it burn all the way through if it's safe to do so. If it's not safe to do so, whenever you're done, you can not blow your candle out. You can either I want to say smudge it, it's not smudge it. Oh, what's the word? I'm trying to blank. You know what I'm trying to say. Just don't blow your candle. All right. We're done. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for again being a part of La Familia, being a part of my channel, being a part of my newsletters. If you're not, go check out my website, sign up. And if you want to stay for some announcements, you're more than welcome to. But with all of that, familia, I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And as always, don't forget to love your now. Bye. Okay. Announcements. You know, I always say this, and I never always end up having announcements. I don't have any announcements currently as of right now. I'm trying to think of anything on top of my head, honestly, but so today's May 31st. I haven't even prepared for June yet. I will get all of that going. So be on the lookout for the June Whispers of the Butterflies, the June newsletters. I am also being intentional of sitting down and scheduling the full moon and new moon workshops so that way it's also consistent for you all and it's consistent for me. Um, so I'm trying to, it's just, I always set the intention and then the universe ends up taking me elsewhere. So we go with it, right? We just go with the flow as best we can. Um, I do have not necessarily announcements to make currently right now, but Familia, I really do encourage you to be a part of my email listserv because that's the best way to know up to date of what's going on because I do have some announcements coming up in the future that I'm excited about. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything on top of my head, but I don't. Um, so yeah, I mean, personally, life is good. Life is up and down. My kiddos have this last week was graduation week, so I've been really busy with that and also like in my feelings because like how fast time has flown by. Like, oh, and then for like La Familia who's been with me from the very beginning of this to now, like it's thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it and thank you so much for watching. And for those of you who are new and haven't been following for very long, thank you for being here and thank you for joining La Familia. It's mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing. Just the, the blessings that have been sent my way. And I sit with so much gratitude for them. So much gratitude. I'm also wanting to be more intentional of doing more podcast episodes. I have not, my podcast has kind of been on the back burner. And I don't want it to be. I really want to get back on it. But like I said, life keeps taking me in other directions. And sometimes like I always tell everyone, it's not what you want, it's what it's what the divine wants. So I'm trying to work on what listening to what my divine wants from me. But anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'm done jabbering. Thank you all so much for being here, familia. I love you all so much. And as always, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And don't forget, love your now. All right. Bye, familia.